What questions can we answer for you?
Yeah. Fire away.
So I guess a show of hands again, are you guys doing over 40 action items on your seller transaction? As an agent, can you say, I do every single one of those and I do it exceptionally well? Or are there areas that you can improve on in those checklist items?
Hey, Jimmy, this is Mark. I had a question for Shawnee.
Yeah, go for it.
I took screenshots of those 8 or 9 slides, Shawnee, that you just put up.
Okay.
Could those be available somewhere in a 1-sheet or a 3-sheet
They
on our
can.
website?
Yes, absolutely, Mark.
I think it's going to be more than 1 sheet unless it's like 11 by 17
Yeah.
piece of paper. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great info, Shawnee. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mark.
A good checklist, I think.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mark. This is Karen, and that's the best I've ever seen. And I think that ought to be in the hands of every single one of our brokers and our agents, everyone.
Thank you, Karen.
I'm going to piggyback off of Shawnee and her team. One of the things from an education standpoint, I heard this from a podcast that I was listening to. Yes, I listen to podcasts. And this gal was talking about, she had this sheet of paper and it was laminated. Like, so it was kind of heavier than just, like a regular sheet of paper. And she would give it to her seller, to the seller of a house, right? And this is during a listing presentation. She'd be like, this is my team. And every seller would be like, what the hell do you mean this is your team? And it gave me the idea. I'm like, holy smokes, if I'm not on a team, if I'm a solo agent, guess who is my team? Carrie, Shanna, Joey, Todd, Shawnee, Miranda, like the list goes on and on and on and on and on, right? Like Christina, like everybody. And so I had our AC create this thing. And it's just like this, everybody's face is on this damn thing. And it is so impactful to be like, this is my team. What about that agent from XYZ Realty? So like, Shawnee, thank you for bringing that up. But I'm telling you guys, if you're not using that and leveraging that in your listing presentations, that's a great opportunity to add into your listing presentation.
Jeff, let me jump on when we talk about teams. One of my focuses when I went down to Gen Blue was let me learn about teams. Let me dig into what does a real team look like? What are those examples? And so we went with, okay, you've got a team lead, and then you've got, 3 buyers agents, and then you've got an assistant, and then you got a marketing person, and then you add some more buyers agents, and then maybe you need somebody to help with some social media, and then you add some more buyers agents and you grow your team, blah, right? All I kept thinking was Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties is one big team. We've got all the people in place. So whether you're on a team within Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties, or you're just an agent within Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties, you're on a team. And all those people exist or in place for you to leverage to make your business successful. So, hey, let's see here. Todd asked, and Todd, if you can help us out just a little bit more, Cinnamon wants to know if you have action plans already created for buyers and sellers. Now, Johnny, do we have any action plans that are created for buyers and sellers?
We do.
Okay.
Johnny, no way. No way.
Yes, we do. And you have to reach out to me in order to have access to them. No, they are in there, but I will help the agents get them set up for them.
All right. Good.
That's great.
Team, any other questions? Questions from this morning, from Todd's presentation, from my presentation, from Jeff's presentation? Any points of clarification?
Okay, Jen.
I have a question.
Go for it.
I was in some of the Moxie. I was in a Moxie thing or in a couple of presentations where they use Moxie. How soon are we going to have access to that?
Joni, come on. You heard Todd earlier today.
I know, but when?
Okay, so Jeff, you and I need to pin Todd down.
Yeah, no question.
And
We gotta get
actually
the answer to
get a
this.
date, because I'm actually excited to hear about it too. So Joni, let Jeff and I work and pin Todd down and try to put a map on the calendar, or a dot on the calendar for you.
Sounds good.
Great question.
Lots of buzz there.
Yep.
That was one of the big key takeaways for me being at Gen Blue. We have a pretty decent idea of everything. By decent, I mean, it's our job to know all the tools that Distinctive Properties has, at least enough to get in trouble. But I was shocked at all the cool shit that CB offers and how it just works in, oh God, like guys, there's some really, really cool stuff coming down. And then just simply just learning about it, because we get so busy in the day-to-day. But guess what? Now that I got a schedule, I can schedule it. It could be part of my education, part of my training. Boom, 30.5 hours. You're welcome.
Great. Okay. Hey, this is what I like to do in the absence of questions. Here's what I'm going to ask. So everybody that's on the screen, everybody that I'm looking at the screen, think of one question that you would want to ask, because I'm going to randomly pick on a couple folks that I know out there. So if I know you, you're fair game. Get ready. One question. Let me see. Let me go to Telluride and go Jim Jennings. One question. If you're going to ask the team, any questions or any kind of epiphany that you had going through this today?
I just wanted to know the best way everybody's getting the new leads.
Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm going after listings right now. I'm chasing 4 today. And
Okay.
I was wondering how everybody else was getting them. Minor referrals almost exclusively.
So sphere of influence.
Sphere of influence, correct.
Did you get some ideas from Chuck?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What was one that jumped out at you that said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to take massive action and implement that one piece"?
It's the social media that I'm lacking on, for
Okay.
sure. And he gave me about 100 good ideas, actually.
Right.
It was
Right.
a little bit overwhelming, actually,
Okay.
but I'm going for it.
So Jim, I'm glad you said that, right? Because there was so much there. And if you
It
try
was
to do
amazing.
all of it, you won't do any of it. So, and when I'm down there on Thursday, let's talk about one or two that we can put into massive action right now.
Okay, sounds
Right.
good.
Yep. And I'm right there with you, because, I've got these 2 thumbs, right? And they're
Mhm.
fat thumbs. And my son types faster with 2 thumbs than I do with 10 fingers. Right. And
Yeah, I'm a
so,
one finger guy.
right.
sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, let exactly. So let's talk about one or two things while we're down there. But yes, I'm glad social media is one that you want to take on, because it's something that I'm trying to do better as well.
I look forward to seeing you.
All right. Awesome. Let me
And Jim,
see.
you already have 2 aces in your pocket. You have your amazing assistant Deb, and you have the marketing department. So reach out to them. Put Deb in
Yes.
contact with us, with the marketing department, and you will get your social media out there.
Yep. Okay, let me see here. Let me go to a couple of my Grand Junction peeps. Look at everybody like disappeared off the screen.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I'm no longer on the screen. You can't see me. Rain. Yep, I'm looking at you, sister. Tell me what's something that either you have a question or it's something that you said, "Hey, I'm going to put that into massive action."
Basically all of it. It made it kind of broke everything down and made it all doable.
Right.
Really
Yeah.
helpful.
Okay, so I'm gonna push you a little bit. Give me one or two things.
The scheduling of breaking
Okay.
up my schedule and having that is really helpful.
Okay.
And then some social media stuff.
Okay, good. So here's what I want you to do. I'm committing to you. I want you, once you get your schedule done, come in and bring it into me and let's sit down and chat about it. Okay. Let's look at it, because I know you're also working a second job. And so I'd love to be able to work through that, to put you in massive action and get you doing real estate full time. Right.
Sounds good.
Is that amazing?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your goal next year? What number of transactions next year?
Ooh. Ooh.
But what'd you put down on your sheet?
15.
15. Love it. Okay. I love it.
That's
Thank you.
great.
Amazing. Well done.
Awesome.
Okay, let me see. One more here. I'm gonna go outside of my team. Kaylin Clevenger.
Ooh,
Yeah.
KC,
All right.
here she is.
One, either a question you have or some kind of something that you learned. You're like, I'm just going to put that piece into massive action.
Well, Jeff's going, ooh, because I have been sick almost this entire year. And before I came to Coldwell, I worked for like the top agent in Bozeman. So had a really rough first year on my own, but I really, really liked Shawnee's list because it, even the agent I worked for who had like really lined out systems was missing some of those pieces. So
Wow.
it kind of like reinvigorated what I would call like the systems that I need to put back in place and also get myself back out there. I felt like everything was really useful today. So thanks, Jeff, for making me do this. And forcing me.
Absolutely.
Can I tell you,
One
Kate?
of my questions, sorry, if you want to
Go ahead.
question.
No,
I would say,
go ahead.
I, along with the like working a second job thing, I do work a second job. Do you have any suggestions for people that aren't full-time real estate yet? And what helps you get from having the second job to being able to rely on real estate, especially when the market is no longer going up?
Jeff? Or do you want me to go?
Yeah, go for it, Jimmy, please.
Yeah.
She hears me talk about this all the time. So
Okay, Casey, it's you and I are going to have a conversation right now. Okay, so unmute that. Okay.
Sorry, I have
All right,
dogs.
no, you're fine. Okay. You're part of the family, and I want to know, and I want you to know that I love you so much that I want to have a hard conversation with you. Okay, so you ready? Okay, so here, what is your outcome? What is your goal this year?
20 transactions.
20 transactions. Okay.
I want to make
with-
6 figures.
You want to make 6 figures. I love it. Okay. So with that 20 transactions, what does that allow you to accomplish? At the end of 2023, and you look back at 2023 and you've done 20 transactions, what will that have allowed you to do?
Pay off my debt and buy my own house.
Pay off your debt, buy your own house. Security is one of those top things, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Okay. And so paying off debt and buying your house provides what for you?
Security, exactly what you're talking about. I had built like a cushion and security, and being sick this year kind of took that out from under me.
Okay. So security, right? Security for you, security for anybody else, security for your dog, security for what?
Yeah, me, I'm alone, but
Okay,
also
that's
like
fine.
I feel to help my parents, my mom out more.
Okay. So what is that, that sense of security, what will that ultimately allow you to do?
Have a lot less stress and be less sick because I have less stress.
Okay. All right. And what will
And
that
just live
allow you?
a better life.
What, say it again. Say it again, please.
Like live a better life again and be able to help other people, not just myself. Like I went from like living what I had done with my goals to being like rock bottom. So it's been a big fall.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So you know what it's been like to be up at the top and now you're feeling kind of down here at the bottom, right? And you want to get back up. You've experienced that before. And it feels really good, right?
Yeah. I just
Right.
don't want to burn myself in the process this time. I want to do it in a healthier way.
Okay. So you ready? You ready? Okay. You said you wanted to do what, 20 this next year?
Mhm.
How many conversations do you need to have every day for the next 245 days?
4.
Can you do 4 conversations every day for the next 245 days focused on just real estate?
Yes. I already talked to a lot of people. I think I need to be better at not being a secret agent, self-promotion.
Okay. All right. So you ready? If you did 4 conversations every single day, what's that going to achieve for you?
Well, making more connections and ultimately leading to more clients and more closings.
It's going to lead to the 20 transactions, which is going to lead to what?
The security,
Which is going to lead to what?
freedom, and health.
To live the beautiful life you want to live right now, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So now you know what you need to do.
have those 4 conversations a day.
Exactly.
And look back at my Tony Robbins stuff, because I also have been to several Tony Robbins events.
So you know where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah.
You know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I remember feeling like you feel right now, and I don't feel like that at all.
Yeah.
Let's get you back there, Kaylin.
Let's get you back there, right? But you asked me, your question to me is, what do I need to do to get back on the horse, right?
Well, to go from like, I guess I have this like fear of putting all of my eggs in the real estate basket. How do you rely on it when it's let you down before?
You ready? Has it been real estate? You just blamed it on
You
real
cut
estate.
out. I can't hear you.
Okay.
No,
You
I'm
blamed
saying
it on
like no, but like, how do you trust something that is so up and down?
Okay. You have to put in massive action. Right. And that massive action for you is those 4 conversations. And I'm not sure that you're having those 4 conversations every day.
No, I'm not right now.
Okay. I think you put in those 4 conversations and you'll see magic start to happen. Right.
And Kaylin, reach out to us. We're your team. So let us know what we can do to help and support you.
Yeah. And we're going to talk leverage here in just a minute. So thank you, Shawnee. I appreciate that. Okay. But yes, real estate right now is a bit rocky. But guess what? In uncertain times, leaders provide certainty. And you're a leader to your business. Okay. So when you talk to your clients and they go, oh my goodness, the real estate is falling. Did you see the rates? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have. And the most certain that you have and go, yeah, I agree with you. Are you buying cash or are you getting a loan? Oh, well, we're getting a loan. What did Chuck Whitehead say? Hey, guess what? You might want to buy now while prices are low. The prices are coming down. Get in the market now, because next spring when the prices go, or when the rates go down, what are the prices going to do? They're going to shoot back up again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right?
long term you'll win by buying in a low market and
Exactly. And refinance, right? So those are the conversations that you need to have.
Just more of them.
Casey, I would tell you confidence in this certain time. You got to be certain in this uncertain time.
Hey, can I jump in?
Go for it.
You mind? And then I've got to jump. So I love what's going on here, and it's amazing. The whole purpose of this exercise, this business planning exercise, is not just to put a shiny goal up there. It's to create that number that Jimmy's talking about. It's to create the actions that we've all been talking about. It's to create what your lead source is going to be that Chuck was talking about, in a way that you trust that if I do those things, I will have the outcomes. Right? I wish Bobby Hermosillo was on the call today. And Kaylin, what I would encourage you to do is reach out to Bobby Hermosillo. He's an agent in Vail. When he came to the Vail office, he was working at the lumber yard. He had a second job. He said, hey, I want to be a full-time agent. We created a plan for him to make that transition. We created.
Sorry, what's his last name? How do you spell that?
Hermosillo. Yeah, you just ask your AC or your managing director. They'll get you. But he did it. And last year, he did $20 million in sales. So it can be done. You've got to absolutely have your plan. But here's the thing. You have to believe in your plan. And that's where so many of us fail. We put something on paper. We're like, yeah, this is awesome. And then it's that purpose, right? It's that calling. It's that why that keeps us from doing the things, the hard things, when it's hard, right? Remember, when we're running downhill, we all look like elite athletes, right? Everybody looks like a skier on a powder day, which is kind of bullshit. But yeah,
Say
right.
some people do not.
Some people do not look like a pro on powder day. But I love what you guys are all talking about. This is exactly why we did this event. So thank you. I am going to say my parting words, and then I'm going to jump because I got to go to the airport. Shawnee, thank you very much. I've got a lot of questions from agents saying, hey, listen, I would love access to whatever it is that she's using for her concierge program. So however you all want to connect with Shawnee, as I told the folks here in Durango, everything that Shawnee is doing is from tens of thousands of transactions that she's been part of, okay? And she's created her concierge program. And you can hire her to do that, but you don't have to hire her to do that, okay? If you want access to any of the things that she's created as a member of our team, as part of our organization, you have access to all of it. So if you decide that you don't want a concierge and you want to do all this on your own, you are welcome to do it, okay? I think once you do the math, you will figure out, just like most people have on the marketing packages, that the best use of your funds, the best use of your time is to leverage those items to somebody else. But hey, it's your business, it's your life, it's your journey. We are only here to help you have the life that you want. That's it, right? So there's no requirements here. But I want you to know, and I want you to hear it from me, everything we create is we share it all, okay? That's why we're teaching this. This is how we teach it. We teach it by leading by example. So you good, Shawnee, on that?
Yeah, great. Absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Now listen, you guys have got some time here that you're going to go into a breakout session. The focus is, all right, great. I've got my goals. I've got my plan. I've identified some new lead sources. This is all very exciting. Oh shit. Do I have the time to do this? Right? And if it's not on your schedule, listen to me, y'all. This is your schedule requires the most discipline of anything that you will ever do in your life. Okay. And it is worth every ounce of pain to get there. It will take discipline. You got to tattoo that word to the inside of your eyelids. Discipline, discipline, discipline. If it's not on your schedule, it does not exist. I'll say it again. If it is not on your schedule, it does not exist. I don't know, Carrie, maybe you can pull out my mock schedule that I had done. It was like it was two days, and share that with the team. I'll provide you a mock schedule. It is loosely my schedule. You'll see I tried to edit it to make it more like a real estate agent schedule, but you will see how finite I actually get into what my schedule looks like, to what time I'm waking up, what I'm doing the first half hour, the second hour, when I'm spending time with my kids, when do I have date nights? So now everybody will know that on Thursdays, you just, after 5 o'clock, you don't call me. Sorry, Jen, that was for you. But anyway, so make sure you put some effort in and you come out of this with a schedule that you believe that if you will live to it, it will give you the life that you want, right? I love you guys. Jimmy, great job. Carrie, great job. ACs, thank you so much. I'm here in Durango. Peyton crushed it. So thank you all. I really appreciate it. And for every single one of you that showed up, I'm super proud of you. Great job. All right. Bye, you guys.
Safe travels, Todd.
Hi.
Take care, Todd.
I think in the chat box we had another question or two. Adam Greenberg, if you're still there. If you're still there.
I am still there.
There we go.
Hi, Adam.
Hi. This is actually for you, Shawnee, because I would like to know how you could help mine and everybody else's businesses, specifically on the social media marketing aspect of taking it off our plate and making it more automated. Now, I for those of us that have done this enough, I think we know that there's the not the programs, but the things you guys offer us that you can just sign up for and you'll take care of it for us. But if we wanted you guys to get even more, in fact, let's just say take over that whole aspect of our business, is that something Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties can do yet, or is it still go out to a third party?
I would love to answer that, but Carrie is actually the director of marketing. So she's now handling the social media and the marketing of it. She has been for 2 years now. So it would be better suited for Carrie to answer that question. So I'm not putting more work on her team and saying what they can and can't do. But if Carrie's on the call, so Carrie could absolutely jump in and address that for you, Adam.
Yeah, so we've got a few different options that we can kind of help take social media off of your plate. So want to be clear that we're not taking it off entirely, because, you know, that really important piece that Chuck mentioned is the engagement with other people. We cannot take that off your plate. You need to be commenting, liking, DMing. That is really important. But there is a lot that you can offload. And our team is here to help you with a lot of content creation. So we've got tons of content, a few examples that come to mind. I would actually have a social media resource page in the workbook as well with some resources. But for example, we have Social Bay, so creates a content calendar for you, specific to you. You can kind of choose what types of content, local content, that sort of thing, that you want to be posted. Generates a 30-day content calendar. You can go in, you can make any edits, customize it, add your hashtags, or you can set it and forget it, either way. You can also sign up for social media content for each day of the week. Shanna on our marketing team here creates a set of graphics, social media content for both residential and commercial. So that's 10 different pieces of content that we're creating for you that we can just go in and post on your behalf every weekday. So you can go in, again, the link is in your workbook, but you could choose, you know, I want this to go up on Monday and Thursday or whatever it is. And we can do that for you as well. Tons of resources through Coldwell Banker. CB Desk has Brand Serve. If you haven't poked around, there's some really great Instagram story templates that kind of get into that interactiveness that Chuck mentioned. Lots of good stuff in CB Desk and Brand Serve. But really, you know, I'd recommend that you reach out to the marketing team. We are happy to do a social media audit for you. So just kind of taking a look through all of your social media. I really loved what Chuck had for his that checklist that you go through each of your profiles, make sure it's all up to date. We're happy to help you with that. Kind of go through and make an action plan of what can we help you with. Then what are the pieces that you can add that you really need to be focused on yourself for those 15 or so minutes a day to be interacting with other people. But yeah, reach out if you know you have any questions or would like us to kind of take a look at your profiles, because we're happy to help. We love that.
Can I ask you a question about services?
Sure.
Do we have someone on the team that is able to do the video editing? So we provide the content and just hand it off to the other person to do the editing and posting?
We've got a couple of templated options right now. So as far as you know, fully customized videos, not just yet, but we do have some templated options for listing, you know, more listing style videos. Reach out if you have a specific project in mind. We'll see if we can help. But we don't have someone kind of doing custom video fully at the moment. But we do have connections with preferred photographers and videographers in each of our markets. So we're happy if it's not something we can help with, we'll point you in the right direction.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for the question, Adam.
Yeah, great question.
Mute my phone, which is over here.
Any other questions there, team? Okay.
I've got a question. In someone that hasn't really explored social media and a bare minimum Facebook presence, what would be like a first step? Step one, get on, would it be step one, get on Facebook, get a presence on Facebook, flesh that out. Step two, do Instagram, in the sequence of doing that?
Yeah. So Tom, here's what I tell you. Facebook, Instagram. Let's start there. Let's you and I chat tomorrow when I'm down there. But let's get you set up on a Facebook and Instagram account. Those two actually link and talk to each other. So you get kind of a 2-for-1 when you post stuff if you set it up correctly. And so once we get those set up, then we'll get you connected with Carrie and the team. But while you and I are down there, we'll chat about content to post and how to post, and you know when to post. So you know, I talk either 3-2 or a 4-to-1 mix where the majority of it's personal, and then you throw in some business stuff in there. So 4 personal and one business related post as you're posting, just on a general rule of thumb. And then people say, well, what do I need to post on my personal? I will tell you, you've got to be you. You've got to be authentic. So, you know, if you like dogs, it's all about dogs. If you like to go for a hike, then it's all about hikes. If you like to If you like to go skiing, it's all about skiing. It's you, because you will attract your tribe to your social media, right? So that's probably just a couple nuggets to get you out the gate, but I think let's get you set up on Facebook and Instagram first.
Yeah.
And then we'll take it from there. Jeff.
And hopefully you took the screenshot of the QR code for Chuck's like November calendar. Talk about not having to think about a darn thing. So follow that thing to a T. Homies in Twin Falls, what is up, crew? What do you guys got for us?
Richard's got a question. I have a question. Who can help me with marketing in Spanish?
Oh, como se dice? Was that good? That's about it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Well, that's Gary.
It's Joey.
That's a great question. That is a really, really, really good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, reach out to us. There are a lot of things, a lot of the custom materials that we make are all super easy to translate. My Spanish personally is very rusty, so I will rely on you for some translation help. But as far as customizing, and switching over a lot of our materials, we're more than happy to do that and help out with, getting your website and your social media and all of that kind of converted over, or have, versions in both English and Spanish. There's a lot of customization that we can help you with. So yeah, reach out to us.
And Michelle Gaida and Maddie.
Oh yes, we do have a couple of Spanish speaking.
Even our organization's bilingual.
Quite a few of them.
We have quite a few. Agents,
Yeah.
We should have a list. Good question.
That is a good question. We're gonna have to add that to the team matrix that Carrie posted on there. If you guys did not see that, the team that I was talking about, Carrie uploaded the link. Click on that thing, make sure you download it. I'm telling you what, use it. It would be absolutely amazing. Erica, quick question for Jeff. Can you break down the amount of time for each items for the daily schedule? Sorry, I talk really, really fast. So yes, I will slow this down for everybody right now. Here it is in short. You ready? Prospecting, 2 hours a day. Showing property / appointments, 2 hours a day. Paperwork, 1 hour a day. Education, 30 minutes. Thank you very much for this. And then of course, marketing, 2 days a week at 1.5 hours. So 3 total hours right there. So 2 hours of prospecting, 2 hours of showing property, hour of paperwork. And I know you guys are all kings and queens of paperwork. 30 minutes every day of education. And then of course, roughly, if you want to divide that by 5, 45 or so minutes a day for the marketing. So that is your day in a nutshell. And that is broken down by week for that. So hopefully that answers your question. Great question. Okay. Anything else in the chat? Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Please, Karen.
Thank
Go
you.
for it, Karen.
Yes, we do have several fluent people in our organization that are fluent in Spanish. However, to expect them to do this for free for you would be totally out of the question. Now, they're the ones that, what happens is if you have a non-English speaking person, you have to give them a Spanish and an English contract and be able to be fluent in both of them. So just saying that if you have a person that is absolutely unable to speak English, I would recommend you refer them over to someone who is fluent in that language.
Now, just so you guys all know, this is Karen, who is the broker in charge of all of Colorado. Of course, she would bring this all back down to the logistics side of it. Thanks, Karen.
Oh, sure. It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Karen's our legend. We love Karen. KB.
Exactly. Exactly.